Hey, so I woke up this morning and on my YouTube feed, Treebeard had done a book tag from the Brothers Gwyn. And I don't do many of these, but I thought this one was kind of fun, so I'm going to do this. It's the Warband Book Tag, where you go through a list of your favorite, fictional characters and create a warband, or a team, if you will. So I'm going to do mine, and I can tell you from going through this, and I didn't spend much time this morning doing it, but what I've realized is that my list will probably change, obviously, as I read more. But even more importantly, what I realize is that the breadth of my fantasy and sci-fi reading is in both current and classic still has a ways to go, because I couldn't think of too many. So, all right. So starting off is the leader. I picked Clay Cooper from Kings of the Wild. I thought he was a great leader, and he's has a heart of gold, but still can be brutal if he needs to, and just really enjoyed that character. So that's my leader. My champion was Conan. If you read any Conan, you know that he is just pretty much a badass. So I went with Conan, and for the most part, he seems to always come out on top. So Councilor, I went with Gandalf, and I thought his wisdom and knowledge and everything would be a great counselor for us. My mage, did I bore you? My mage was Harry Dresden. I felt like Harry is somewhat limited as he can be on his magic, is still has a heart of somebody I'd want on my team, does the right thing, and also has the kind of the wit and wisdom I like in a person. So I went with him. My swordsman was Drizzt. Probably one of my top favorite fantasies that I've ever read. Again, I haven't read a ton of them, but he's one that I've stuck with. So I like him. On my Axeman, I went with Quint Thibbledorf, and again, he's from the Forgotten Realms era, Dungeons & Dragons Drizzt series. And when you meet him, he's just an absolute berserker monster fighter, and you'd want him on your team. Just spikes everywhere, just crazy, will throw his bot. He's that type of person that break glass and kind of in case of emergency, because he's just a berserker, and you can imagine what that is or no. So I also kind of did a honorable mention on my Axeman, and I went with the Incredible Hulk, specifically when he's on Planet Hulk. And he's got that axe and mace and all that, kind of gladiator style to him. And I thought, well, he'd be obviously an indestructible teammate. So kind of an honorable mention there. I think either one of those two would work. My archer, I went with Legolas, just from obviously the books and then the movies, but I hadn't read many archers that I can think of, so it was him or Catti-brie from the Legend of Drizzt series. Although I don't feel like I know much about the archers, and I haven't read enough of them, so those are just kind of two easy picks for me. My animal companion was Guinevere. There was a couple other ones that I thought of, some funny ones, and I ended up just going with Guinevere from Drizzt, because he's a great panther. He comes back and forth. He's, he kind of has that sixth sense. Like, if I need to be over here, he's going to come over here. So I always felt like he would be a great one to have on your side. My Wildcard. So my Wildcard, I went with the Gun Witch. from Dan Brereton's Nocturnals, and which is a cast of kind of supernatural heroes. And anyways, this guy Doc Hoare puts them together, and they kind of have a neat team, if you will. And the Gun Witch in particular, he's a zombie scarecrow, and just a complete ass kicker. So I like him a lot. I think he has a heart of protection in him. He wants to protect his friends and family, and so I think he would be my wild card. So I kind of when I was finishing this up, I thought of like a dark night, and you're walking down a tree-lined road, and all of a sudden you see this team coming at you in the silhouettes or whatever. So if I saw this team coming at me, I'd probably back off and run to the left and hide. So I'll tag a couple people, and enjoyed this book tag from the Brothers Gwynn and Treebeard's reviews. So if you do it, hook me up, let me watch.